Alright, we're starting to get to the point where we're playing more serious opposition with the players being over 2,000. So let's play something that I've liked to play in the past. Alright, there's a lot of thinking going on. Okay. So E3 is a bit passive. I'm hoping he goes for some Stonewall attack type stuff. Doesn't work well versus a King's Indian structure because you can break the wall with E5. And he is using a ton of time for it to be move 3. Don't know what bishop c4 is because he's going to lose a tempo when I go d5. And he's going for this Stonewall attack structure. So, okay, we'll just break the wall and have a bit of fun. Tear down that wall. And if I go... Okay, we'll just do queen e7. And are you planning on taking a bunch there? Because I like my two pieces. That's what I thought. And now let's... Ooh. I'm having trouble deciding. There's a lot of good options. It's a high quality problem to have. Okay, e4's fine. I don't know what I'm thinking so much about. Let's protect that. No more pin. And he's having a lot of trouble developing here. And let's go ahead and stick this knight here. Hitting e3. Potential for some tactics. And okay, you convinced me I was wrong there. We're just going to play some quick moves and get out of the bind. Knight's going to come around to g5. Huh. Oh, I want to play that. Okay, we'll see. Try to tear this stuff down, see what we can do. Doubles the pawns. I was more worried about getting this guy and activating this piece that I made terrible for some reason. Had an idea that wasn't there or something. Okay. See if we have any tactics anywhere. He's let me have this pin the whole game. It's got to be worth something. And the pile up here seems good. Okay, that should do it. That deflects the knight. Now when I take here, I'm hitting his rook. No matter what he takes with, I got this fork, and that's going to be one of the nastier forks. And let's take here, because I'm hitting his knight. I'm going to go f5, and everything's defended, and we've got a gorgeous position. Gorgeous. Tickle, tickle on the knight, and we're just improving. Let's not mess this up. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. Wasn't happy. That's what I wanted. He wants to go home. He wants to go home. There it is. Rook d2 is coming. One up material. Trade. Rook d2 again. Hard to deal with. Seems good enough. All right. So let's do some analysis and see where I could have improved. So I expected a Stonewall attack and my opponent kind of backdoored into it. Maybe I should have played d5 straight away here. And when they go bishop d3, I think this is his classy way to try to avoid the King's Indian against the Stonewall attack. He's willing to waste a tempo just to get his favorite opening. So we got a specialist on our hands here, folks. So bishop g7, and we're already out of book by Lichess estimation. It likes c5, c5 again. But I've played these types of positions before, and I know that after d takes e5, knight g4, this is normally pretty good. But with the bishop here, he actually has e6, and this can make a mess of things. So I guess knight b6 takes king h8, and it's got to defend that. We get the bishop. I don't know. I still like black better. I feel like it's comfortable. But yeah, d5. Give the bishop a tickle. Just avoid all this nonsense. And this is what I was missing. Okay, e takes d4, because if he takes, I have check. So after e takes d, he's obliged to take there. But I questioned it. I just didn't question it in the most critical way. And king h7 was best. Knight b6 was best. Bishop h3 was best. But then knight g... Okay. He didn't think that that was a terrible move. Then c6, not a terrible move. Knight g4 it liked better than that. Knight c7. And it didn't mind c5 or b5. Ah! How am I missing just elementary tactics today? This shows before the matches I got to do a lot of tactical study because I'm just missing these simple one-movers. When you focus more on long-term plans, this is what happens. And Rust. Rust will do this as well. Knight g4, and yeah, that was a big mistake. You absolutely must take here, and then probably go for something like a5, where, oh no, I hadn't made it this far yet in my personal calculation, but probably something like queen e6, keep an eye on that square, and look to control key squares as we move forward on the king side. But after queen e2, I did not miss that tactic because I'd been looking for taking on e3 pretty much the entire game. And did I take with the right knight? Okay, yeah. Knight d takes e3 to unleash the rook. That makes sense. And then f5 was good. Queen e5, but now c4. Okay, why c4? Because when he takes, I have rook d2 straight away. I just didn't like the idea of his queen just having any potential at getting to my king. I didn't consider c4. Queen g7, and you can tell my mentality. Like, I'm up, I just don't want to provide any chances for my opponent to win. So queen g7 just holds down the game, and after h3, he's convincing my knight to get to the square I wanted it to go to, which was one of the main reasons I moved the queen. So I have this idea with rook d2, which is just devastating, followed by the mating idea. So that's it for that one.